that. That was divine timing. I promise you what just happened. That was
Okay.
divine timing.
Yes, we're live. We're live. We're active. So, what's up, everybody? Real excited to start this event. We did our little introductions. We have a pretty intimate crowd, so I would love for y'all to quickly introduce yourself before.
Where's the cameras at too?
Yes, if
I don't want to
y'all
be
turn on
because
your
I don't know if I'm
cameras.
talking to real people or AI. That's where I'm at right now in my
Yeah,
life.
I want to turn on your cameras. We got a pretty small group today, but you know, but anyways, go ahead, introduce yourself to the people. I'd rather you speak for yourself.
Hi everybody. I'm Devin Rhys Roberts, professionally known as Rhys. Uh, yeah, I just try to make music. That's it. Just figuring it out every day. Nothing more to it.
Mhm.
This is one of my biggest dreams come true, though. I promise you, talking to um, just speaking to people that have young people that have a like goal in mind. Everybody wants to do music and figure it out and how to make money off of it. And so it's fun to just brainstorm and give my point of view because that's all we can give is your own experience. So I'm gonna just talk about my own experience, not anybody else's.
So where you at right now? Where are
Not
you?
the crib. What you say?
Where are you in the world?
I'm in LA.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. How long you been out there for?
Um, 2021. Yeah,
So how's
born
that
in
like?
2020.
How's that been treating you? Because LA is like a real, I feel like every industry like on earth is in LA. How's that like?
Well, gratefully, my parents live close by. So when it gets too hectic, I could just get out of Dodge, because first moving to LA as a young producer, that's one of your, especially if you're working in the industry, if you're not in Miami or Texas or Atlanta or some like a musical hub, near a musical hub, um, you either want to go to Atlanta, Miami, LA, New York, any of the hubs. So getting there was it definitely felt good to be able to get to LA through a deal and get myself started to set up in the game,
Hmm.
whatever that may be. And it was cool. I learned so much just being a young producer, especially like living alone, trying to budget your deal. It's your first time getting an X amount of money up front, trying to budget it and just so many things. So it was a super learning experience. And then now most of the times since my parents are so close, I just chill with them because from then to now, I've garnered relationships to be able to do what I need to do anywhere efficiently and effectively if I
Hmm.
have my laptop. And um, like I'm about to be 25 in August. So I just want to like it's really the key to this is really health and like taking care of yourself and just keeping your mind right and like sticking to your routine and um putting yourself in uncomfortable, how they say you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. You can still do that while being while doing it focused.
Hmm.
So if you're not if your mind is not clear and you need to change of environment, do that 1000%.
Okay.
Like music is a lifelong, at least for me, music is a lifelong journey. So what's a year to, 100-year legacy?
Yeah, exactly.
Feel me? To
So you
just
briefly
lock in.
touched on LA, a
That was
deal.
a bar too. Get
That was
clip
a bar.
that. Hey, clip the last 100
I'll
year
say it one more
legacy
time.
too. No, no, no. Just clip it.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, just clip it.
So yeah, so talk about this deal that you're talking about. Like, what is that? Like, how does that like affect your life right now? What is that?
Pardon? Can you
So like,
repeat one more time?
yeah, of course. What is this deal that you're talking about? You spoke about a deal. Like, what is that?
So when I first moved to LA, it was because I signed my first publishing deal. And it was a great deal at the time. It was a small deal just to get me to LA and just, get me set up. It's just how it played out for me. And I lived off that deal for like I moved in July of 2021 and I lived off that deal until like the next November.
Mm,
And then I moved into this and then I lived at the studio for like maybe 6 or 7 months. I got myself just, back on track, lived alone again. And then I was just like, I'm going to focus and work on my vision solely. Like, I know I can hit up anybody, like I said earlier, I can hit up anybody from anywhere. I'm comfortable with the utilization of my relationships now. Like, I feel like I'm starting to know the right people, not just everyone. If I really need something done or really want to send something. Um, but yeah, like I'm in LA, but I'm right outside LA. Like I'm just spending time with my family right now, bro.
hmm.
Like so, just I really am there with the whole LA thing because I been in and out of LA since I was 18. Although I moved at 21, like I was working my job. I can't wait to get into this though, but like I was working my job at Vans and saving my checks to go to LA for a week or two or just, sleep on my boy's couch and figure it out. Actually, since I was 17, I was doing that since I was a senior in high school. So like, yeah,
Yeah, get into it. Get into
LA
it.
is lit though.
Yeah.
LA is great. It's like all my relationships I met in either LA, I met in LA. They all cultivated in LA,
Hmm.
But once again, I just want to stress this. Like, I don't, at first, when I started coming to music, like LA is my end goal, right? Like, everybody wants it. Well, not everybody. I'm gonna speak for me. Like, when I was young, like, I'm gonna have my mansion in the hills in LA. Like, that's the, that's like the typical, vision, the typical vision. And I'm just like, being able to have the opportunities to like see what music can do for you when you strike has been super grateful and um it changes your focus because you can understand what you really want out of the music, like where you really want to end up. Because it's not just about making beats all day and making songs all day, it's about the music business is about making the best and biggest songs that bring in the most revenue. Like the game is about the bottom line and the numbers, the game, the business, not music as an entity itself. So when you start thinking about like using your music as a lucrative tool, exploiting your talent to get to where you really want to go, whether you want to be chilling on a ranch somewhere in Utah and never have to make a beat again, or fucking like whatever you want to be, really utilize your skill set. Like imagine if an ELE happened. A ELE is a government term for Earth extinction level event. Sorry, it's an extinction level event. So during that event, what are they gonna bring in? All the farmers, all the engineers, all the they're gonna save them in the bunker. I'm sure y'all seen the movies. So how like what is your utilization to society is what I'm getting at. So use that so you can be Dr. Luke and go ghost and be in Hawaii somewhere and fucking be a part of Core Water, which sold for 120 million to Coca-Cola. And think bigger, because the whole doing music and I'm trying to figure it out. It's a cool goal, but like I always hated when people said your time is coming. I'm gonna reflip that. I'm gonna reflip that and just say it's about timing. It's not that your time is coming, it's about timing. Scoring placements is 5% skill, 95% luck. It's to the day, to the minute, to the second that you send it, to who's in the room when they hear it. If you're texting the artist directly, it like however the relationship is, whatever the response times are, like it's luck, it's energy. So you just gotta get good at aligning yourself with like chance, right? Like the other day I was looking for my phone in the backyard because I was playing with my little brother's dog, and I lost my phone, and I've been such in a zone where I'm like, I don't even need my phone. I got my messages on my computer, so I just left it. I didn't have my phone for like a day, and it was outside in the backyard because I dropped it out there late at night, and I don't leave anything up to chance. So I checked in the pothole, and it was there. That's just a funny anecdote
Mhm.
about lining yourself up with chance. Like align yourself with chance, meaning take care of your health. Is a big one. So your music can sound the best. So then when you do get the opportunity, you don't have just five beats to play or five songs to play. You could just play your arsenal and like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm on. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck because I'm happy doing music. I'm just happy to do my talent.
Mhm. That's a lot.
Yeah.
You mind
So,
if I chime in real quick?
of course.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was definitely you giving out a lot of games, just a lot of knowledge right now. I'm gonna try to get more dissection between some of the stuff you said. More of the stuff that things that stuck with me. You mentioned a little bit in the beginning about the business portion. How much was that new to you? Because I feel like a lot of producers be focused on the music side. How did you start learning about the business side of the music industry?
It was news to me when, I started working with bigger artists, but I was still getting $1,500 a beat. And at the time, these are big, like one of my first early placements when I first moved to LA. Um, Mario, it's a song that I did with Mario. And I don't even remember how much I got on that advance. I don't even think the business was ever even fully complete. Now, to an outsider, they're like, "Oh, you worked with Mario? Like you are this is everything for me." But and internally, it's like I'm still figuring it out. This is a part of the puzzle. It's a piece of the puzzle. So you want to make like Master P even said it best. I'm only gonna quote like the true executives who I think are true executives, true guys that got in and got out. Swiss Beats, Pharrell, The Dream, guys that Ryan Leslie got in, got out. This is not like you don't want to be performing when you're 60, you know? And there's nothing wrong with it because you have your Diana Rosses and you have your global world icons. That's it, but it's a different tier. It's more of an honor to hear them sing versus an obligation because they need to pay their bills.
Right.
So, but with Master P, he was saying, and there's a lot of executives that say this, but you're not in the music business until you have a hit. Like, because the music business is about overturning a profit, you know? Like it's just what the business is. So sometimes you may have to do something commercial to get to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Just whether you use it or not, like you have the experience. I want to listen to the war general that's been to war and been in the trenches versus the planner, the war general that's just super smart. There's an advantage to knowing um like the beats that you're sending out, whether you're doing trap or whatever it is, like make sure every beat you do sounds like it could be a single. Like whether that's arrangement or whether that's anything. So when you do send shit out, like instead of now you getting an album cut, you can potentially land a single. There's so many factors into landing a single, like how I said earlier. If you're direct with the artist, what they want to do. Maybe they already had the single for a year and a half already, ready, depending on what tier artist you're working with. Like if you're working with a super big artist, they have their rollouts done a year in advance. There's so many factors that go into it. Or you can something I stress. I know I'm going on a tangent, but I have to get this out. Something I stress is working with younger artists, so you can have that that creative control over producing and overseeing and getting the splits from everybody and working out the business on text behind the scenes and building your I look at it as like that mafia shit, like building your mafia mindset. Like, okay, I know what I'm doing when I'm talking to the attorneys. I know how to talk on text to this person. I know what kind of text I need to send. I know how if I should use emojis on this text or not, because all we're doing is communicating with people. Music is just communication. And one thing that I have on my board is study and master people daily. You know, that's one of the things that I have to remind myself to do because not everybody is going to think like you. And it's cool to be around people that think like-minded, but only you are going to truly understand you. You know what I'm saying? And how you're trying to get your message across. So instead of thinking, man, nobody understands me. Take the time to understand somebody else and understand how to communicate it so they can understand it. Because that's what being a producer is essentially is on the basic levels. It's not even cultivating the room and doing anything. It's about capturing the energy and like catering to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? It's just catering to get the job done, producing people, producing experiences. I hope that answered your question.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but it's just it's a business side to it, bro. So just if you're gonna take time to work on you, like be sending out shit. Still send out shit, you know, still fucking yeah. Still be talking to people.
Hmm.
That's the best way I could put it.
Yeah. And since we're on this topic, right?
Hmm.
What's your work ethic like when it comes to like all of these topics that you're covering? When it comes to studying people, when it comes to just creating things that you could see as singles, when it comes to networking with people, what's your ideology when it comes to like how much you should be doing?
I think you just have to work at it and you have to, if it feels good, like last night, I just sent a voice message at 10:02 p.m. to somebody that it's just like it was a bold move for me to do. And I was just in the phone like, this is a bomb. I told you that new Rhys shit crazy. Like, and it was just funny and I was just feeling good. It's something that you just have to actively work on and sell it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the work ethic, like if this is like I want to drop this and just take it how you may because we're like this is the industry. Like it's the music business. And if I'm speaking from my own terms of how I give my own definition of being in the music business, I'm not even in the music business yet because I don't have a hit, right? But what I'm saying is like if they think you got it, you got it. So like like if these producers like if you see a producer getting placements or anything, it's like you have to create that brand around yourself. You know, that's like it's super important, whatever you're gunning for. You know, Rhys Enterprise. If I'm gonna deface the Supreme hoodie, I'm gonna make sure it says my company, Rhys Enterprise Design Family, designed by my grandma's last handwriting on her deathbed, just for my personal piece. So when I get on the Zoom, I'm always just repping me. You know, I'm doing I'm doing me. I'm making what I want to make and loving it. So if they think you got it, you got it. So capitalize on understanding like how people perceive you too. Because this, bro, this is like I'm focused on using my music as a tool.
Mhm. And I'm
Sure
sure,
to help humanity, but to help my family too,
yeah.
you know?
And I'm sure this plays a big role into how you develop relationships with people that you want to work with.
Hmm. I would say in the beginning, I would do the fake like, yo, bro, let's go get lunch, like, because you just don't know, right? And you think that's the way to like, but sometimes you just developing relationships is more of a life skill than a producing thing,
I agree.
too. Is sometimes you have to give people space, and sometimes like the right people will just understand that you need space or you need time to work or like hey what's up, you don't have to say hey I haven't talked to you in a minute because they know what's up. Like at first I developed relationships based on like what could they do for me, but now I'm just, and when I say now I'm saying like after like my 18-year-old phase, so or like when I moved to LA, and saw how it was really developing relationships. Like I might see somebody somewhere in January, not see them again until February, but they're both music events or in passing at the studio. And then like a true anecdote for me, that person will end up working for the publisher that you're assigned to. So, and now you just have stronger relationships in the game because trying to get, trying to reach to like the top A&Rs and the top executives when you're just starting is not going to be the way to do it. Like you got to network diagonally. You got to like, I started by hitting people's cousins and make whatever you ethically think is okay, do, right? But I started by hitting people's cousins in Instagram lives, spamming, like, and those are the people that I ultimately still talk to now, whether they're whatever, if they're working in the within the system or they're producers. Like I think of it as classes. Like sure, the big NRs will hit you if somebody under them hits them, you know, it says or you have a you can get your name out there. Um, but you gotta just work with who's around you. That's gonna make you the strongest. So with the relationships, just build with those around you. Like that's the most important. And those around you, whether it's in your city, whether it's your friend that you make music with via online. Like I know I know him as Tooch, but that's the OG shit. But True
Yeah,
Tag,
yeah.
um, you know, we all met in 2017, 2018 via Instagram, and there was just like a whole class of us. Um, and we all ultimately just still work with each other to this day at the root of it. Like we all have our own relationships, but we can just I haven't at this point until very recently I hadn't talked to um True Tag since maybe in like a year or so. Maybe something like that. Like
I feel like
seriously.
a little bit like, yeah, around that time, yeah.
Like and there was something that I did that I was working on with XY, another guy that great fucking love XY. Great producer that I started working with around that time, maybe around like 2021, actually. There's only a few of us that met in like 2018. I'm thinking like our whole class. But yeah, we've just all known each other, you know? It was what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
We've all known each other. So fuck trying to cupcake and build relationships. It's cool to be in people's faces when you need to be. Like if you get invited to a mixer or an event, work the mixer. Like leave with numbers, leave with find the A&Rs that you want to work with. Like, yes, bro, go to events, go to go to gatherings. And there's a way to do it. Like I get it can seem corny in the beginning, like I'm going to this event to try and network, but you got to put yourself out there. So instead of going to the corny mixer, go to like an album release party because all the A&Rs, whether they're white, black, anybody, all the everybody you want to meet is going to be at that album release party. So producers, fucking the label, the team, the videographer, like they're all gonna be there. So take advantage of that. And like um that's like how yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta take advantage of that. You
Hmm.
gotta take advantage of that. I won't go too deep into it, but take advantage of that. Like just attack it from different angles. So you can make yourself feel good, right? Because it can be self-conscious playing beats. I get it. Like I really, really get it. It can just be a lot to think about, but you just gotta do it. Just be like, fuck it. You just gotta be like, fuck it, because yeah, you just gotta do it. I'm having divine timing right now, bro.
So what led you to even start making music? What introduced you to this whole world? What's that story? That origin story?
I'm sorry. Can you answer once more? Can you ask once more?
what led you to start making music?
So really, my parents always played music in the house. I would accredit it to that mainly starting off. So that's where my attraction started. Just always playing music in the house, like they played um, a multitude of things. I'll say they played a multitude of things. And then when I was 7, we had a family friend that was getting into music production, and I forget, like we were going to like Disneyland or something for my little brother, and on the way to, because we drove out there, and it's like a 6 hour drive because I used to live in Tracy's where I'm from. So it's like a 5 or 6 hour drive. And we had to pass through Palmdale. And yeah, that was our friend that was getting into music production. And on that trip back, he ended up giving my older brother a ThinkPad laptop that had FL Studio on it.
Hmm. Think bad, yeah.
And so the ThinkPad was at the house. My brother was learning um, FL Studio. I would pick it up and just like play around. And then I started really like trying to figure out how to do it when I was 8. And I would copy, like I would go on YouTube and I would look up like trap beat tutorial, and then I would copy that beat to the exact T, just so I could get in their mind of like, why were they thinking to work in 69 versus or work in 70 versus 140? Why were they so in 2008? What was that? Okay. Oh, growing up, now I know that that's working in halftime. I was just I was curious. I was curious. And curiosity led to just me continuing to do it, like just playing around. And then when I turned like 12 or 13 is when I was actually like starting to make my own beats.
Oh, so it took you a long time to really
It
like
took me a
fully.
long time to learn to
Yeah.
like, because also too, I was playing football as a kid, so music wasn't my primary focus. Like I would have school from 7 to 4, 7 to 3:30, and then have football practice from 6 to 8. And then by that time, I'm a little kid, so I gotta go to bed. My parents are making me go to bed at like, whatever time. And yeah, on the weekends I would do it after games, and then whenever I could find time to do it. But when I turned 12, 13, when I was like fifth grade, I was like, you have more wits about yourself. I was doing it, like I was playing football, and I was doing it. And at this time, I started to like develop my producer shell because before anybody, I was making music with my brother,
Mm.
you know, just me and him trapping it out in the closet. And we shared a laptop. Like he recorded all of his vocals into FL on the laptop. It was slow. It was like I made my beats on that same laptop. We had a Bluetooth speaker only, and we finally got a KRK,
Hmm.
one KRK. And it was like, yeah, finally got one KRK. And like when I first started to go to LA, he just he would let me take the computer, and if I would be gone for a few days, and like it was a really humbling uh, like come up, grateful, because my home environment was great. My parents always made sure, um, we didn't yearn for much, for anything at all, actually. So just trying to figure out how to, because if you don't know anything about music or how to even break into the game, it's just like it can be so mystical. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I wasn't worried about hitting A&Rs. I thought that was so like I was so afraid to do that, like hitting up an A&R, because you think when you're coming up that your music isn't good. You're just like you're working on your music. And yeah, so it's just perfecting the craft. Like all those years when I look back, when I was not really 8, I would say like 12 to 17. Like it was just perfecting my craft all throughout high school as a little kid, just perfecting my craft. Like none of those beats will ever come out, like ever. Nobody will ever hear them. So yeah, I feel like I feel the energy in the air of just like it feels so good to just one, I've been looking forward to this to talk to y'all. And two, it's just, I the dude on TikTok when he shoots and he says, I understand it now. Like I understand it now, you know? Like I don't have to post if I don't want to. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna work on me. I don't have to do nothing if I don't want to, because nothing is more important than your health and your vision and your focus, your family, you know? It just so happens that I meet a Greg or I meet, a Alex that uh, we'd end up working together. And that's just how my cards played out. And that's who I'm gonna rock with. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like when it comes to those core guys that you work with in your team and guys that are just gonna help you, like you gotta have guys that you can bounce ideas off of. And going back to that, we all met around the same time that Tooch and I met. We all met in 2017, whether in person or online. So I'm just excited and understanding that, bro, like it's so much powerful when you know you could control the shit when you drop or when you like, just take it's so much goes into it. It's the energy. Cause even when you're not doing something or posting, somebody's gonna be watching you. Like people watch, bro. They want to know, bro. People, it goes back to understanding people. So you just gotta harness that and just work and like sometimes, cause bro, like it's the road to getting a placement or getting whatever it is that you want in the game is so much more like peaks and valleys. That's a big thing that I learned than just like I get one placement. Damn, I'm hot right now. I'm gonna get another placement. I got a song coming out every Friday. I got a fucking, it's like, no, bro, you get fucking two big name placements in a year and then you be silent for a year. No songs coming out, no anything. You're just like you hustling, bro. It's so much more like that. And all the goats tell that I see myself as one of um, the greatest producers of all time. And that's just how I feel. And I want to get on here and express that because I want like young producers to know it's okay to feel like that. You just actually have to go do it then, whatever it is, because there's room for everybody to win, however niche it is. Like look at Pharrell and Swiss Beats and like look at it. If you really listen to the songs, they're just having fun. It's silly, bro. Can I have it like that? You gotta like that. Can I have it like that? You gotta like that. It's just like, just be the face of something. And like, I see it so much. People aren't afraid of failing. They're afraid of succeeding.
Mm.
They're afraid that it's gonna work. And it's like, they're afraid of the eyes that you get. Like if you're doing something, anything that somebody wants to do, you're gonna get eyes. That's a part of the game. Like when I say church is the game, like you're gonna have haters and you're gonna have people that fuck with you, and that's just what it is. Not everybody's gonna like it. You have to truly do what you want to do. Truly, you have to. You have to fund your life, fund your vision. You know what I'm saying? You have to. It's most important to just remain on your vision. Like, and don't lose that promise to yourself of like, I will never sacrifice my vision. Because like I said, there's room for everybody to win, and not everybody is going to be the biggest producer on earth. Like I want to make that very clear. Not everybody is going to even get a placement, right? So for you to even be able to connect with an artist and they like your stuff and it's small and it's local and it's not even posted, that's a win, right? Like that's a win. Being able to get your, and then you move up the ranks. Being able to sell a beat for $10 or $20, that's a win. And then raising it to $100, and then selling your first beat for $500. Like it's a process, bro. Like I always, so producing especially, it can get tough when like coming up at any stage when, and it's all dependent on how you were wired as a kid, but it can get tough, like seeing your peer, like you're in a quiet phase right now, and then seeing your peers, like your peers are killing it, you know. And throughout all ages, it was so tough for me to um learn to let go, maybe until like when I came to just spend time with my parents. That's when I, nah, way before that, maybe like my second deal. I was like, you just on your path. Like produce, you have to, it's just your path. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's timeline is different. Is what I'm getting at. Like there'll be a year, and it's not, and when you're dealing with your peers, it's not so much competition, it's more like inspiration, because you need to be able to call on your peer that's hot right now to help get you some work. And then when you're hot, they need to be able to do the same. You know what I'm saying? Well, you got to help each other. Like that's how it's gonna work. And so you just gotta learn to, like, you just gotta let it go and just focus on your path. Like when it's time for you to get a placement, I'm not saying your time is coming, because I fucking hate that. It's just timing. Your time is now. It's just lining up, you know? Everything is lining up. Everything is lining up. Because when you're focused, like shit will line up, bro. Like ideas, like, yeah, it is scary how it lines up. I'm telling you, because I'm experiencing, fuck, I can't even speak, experiencing that today. And it feels good when you're just focused in the energy. And that's one of the biggest jumps that a lot of young niggas and a lot of young, excuse my French and shit, but I'm getting into it now. A lot of young producers and a lot of young niggas, a lot of young creatives uh, get, they get, I'm looking for a word. I'm looking for a word, and also partly too, I forgot where I was going. Like, this is who I really am. I have severe ADHD. I'm just figuring out my own mind at every second, So it's okay to just fucking be in your mind and be crazy and try that beat and fucking slam some shit on the table and make a weird voice in the beat and disguise it as something else and be you, because that's what's gonna create your following, your cult. When I say like your brand as a producer, and people will love you for that. Like people will truly love you if you just be you, because niggas will hate. Niggas will always hate. So don't focus on the hate. Just focus on the love and doing it out of good intention. Like nothing ever bad comes out of love if you're really doing it for love. Like somebody will love it, and you got to understand that those small wins really are the biggest wins that you can have, because the monetary, meaning like the money, the cars, the house, you living on your own, it doesn't mean anything if you're not having any work coming out. Like, so take your time to really structure like how you want to do it, and take time with yourself, not a week. Like if music is something that you seriously want to get into, take time to say, how do I really want to go conquer this game? And understand it will take years to do it. It'll take years to put yourself in a position to where you get a deal. It'll take years to put yourself in a position to where you're getting in bigger rooms. You got to learn at every corner, like working, and enjoy working with the small artists. Enjoy, enjoy that, because those are the wins. Those are when you learn how to be a producer. That's where you learn. And if it pops off, it pops off. You know, if it pops off, it pops off. Things will run their course. You will work with so many different people from your start. Like from when you start to when you end, You'll have relationships that run their course. You'll rekindle with people. You will do you like it's a lifelong journey. That's why this all ties back into just focusing on what you want to do. You have to. You have to focus on what you want to do. Like I can't stress that. I can stress it and you don't have to listen. But it's just so important to do what you want to do. Like and love that. Love that. Hope that answered your question. That was like a 30-minute answer, maybe, or an hour answer.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
So since I know you, I know like a lot about your beats and everything. I know about how you think. What's like what do you see different between just straight production and you being an artist? Because you talked about how you were back when you before you started everything, you were recording songs with your brother. You have like experience of making beats like with vocals in mind, but how do you think about that when it comes to like your own songs and other music?
So when it comes to my music, I'm a different beast on just anything, the boundaries, because I know I could get away with anything if I put it on my platform, and my platform meaning my taste, you know? Like I'm a sidestep real quick and answer that question. It's the same thing as if like I'm trying to get a beat to a rapper. I am hitting up everybody I know, and its engineer finally responds. But you can only sell something to somebody that is willing to sell it themselves, you know, whether that's you sell them on it. What I'm saying is the engineer is only going to play beats that they think the artist will like versus you having that direct with the artist and you playing them everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when it comes to my songs, I have a different level of freedom because I can like I like weird shit. I may make trap, but that's not all, at all what I'm attracted to. Like John Lennon is one of my favorite songwriters ever. I love Adele. I love Lady Gaga is one of my favorite artists ever. I like shit that broke the internet. Even when you look at those producers that I named before, excuse me, Ryan Leslie, Swiss Beats. For they all broke the game. Whether they're being a producer in the terms of because producing is a spectrum where they're like, oh, new music in the beginning, and they're just like the figure, like a DJ Khaled, or whether they're actually on the hook and becoming an artist. Because I think everybody is an artist in their own right. You know, when people ask me, are you an artist producer? I would just say, like, I'm a producer because I get the title of being an artist and like I get that, but I'm never gonna stop making beats and dropping hits on others whilst dropping hits on myself. It may just so happen that there'll be longer periods in between that because I'm more focused more on my artist side. But it's like producing is about making songs, making tracks, making records. Like I don't see myself as a producer. Scrap that. Scrap that. The old Rhys. This is the new Rhys. I'm stepping into the new Rhys. I'm just a record man. I know I make records, bro. So that's so bringing it all back when it comes to my songs. When I say I like weird shit, I like ballads, I like rock shit, I like old rock shit. I'm diving into different shit because it just really doesn't matter as long as you love it. And like you could, somebody would think it's cool. So yeah, but I love that juxtaposition of myself too. I'm trying to understand that about myself, and y'all are helping me do that. Is you know, is I think to really something that's really propelled me forward and identify this within yourselves is just that drive to just try something. The drive to try,
Mhm.
just trying it, you know? Like I said, that weird vocal, or even jumping on a Zoom, you know, listening to somebody that I like, I don't know. I can only tell you what I've experienced. No one knows the answer. You know what I'm saying? But y'all are trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a get better every day. Because even Jay-Z said this the best. And if y'all want to take it all the way there, like he said, it doesn't happen today. you know? It doesn't happen today. It's a process. It's a fucking process and it's gonna be grueling, bro. It's gonna be fucking treacherous. Like, I like to see myself as a Navy SEAL. And like you just have to be willing to work through those lows, you know, work throughout the night. Like it's cool coming up, working throughout the night, working through, working late and working till 7 a.m. and just the whole idea behind that of like I'm grinding, but you got to be focused with your grind. So I'm saying that to say on my songs, I know how I'm gonna strike now. You know what I'm saying? I'm because the blueprint is already there for anything that you want to do. Anybody, the blueprint is already there. It's always just about revamping the past. That's always what it's been. Reinventing. Just reinvent. Study who you want to surpass because I wouldn't ever say study who you want to be like. You should want to be like you. Study who you want to surpass and see how they did it, adjust, adapt, take things from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? To become you. So that way, like when you guys are producers and getting placements and you start working on your own songs, your mind is pulling from so many different um places for ideas, which makes you unique, which makes you the biggest ever. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can be the biggest ever. It's just if they want to do it or not, you know?
Hmm.
Like producing is, bro, it's being the face or something. And you're being whether you want to produce and stay more behind the scenes or you want to produce and be more like of a DJ Khaled end, or you want to like whatever part of the spectrum you want to do is great, but just start that now. You know what I'm saying? Don't like second guess. Like if you want to do music, start it now. Start music today. And I know some of you already, or I'm sorry, I I believe Tooch told me that some of you already make music. So like if you already are started, like stay on that path. Know what you want to do and stick with it. Because music is not something you could pick up and put down. Like this is you got to keep working on it to get better. To get relationships, you got to keep working on it. Like you got to keep to get placements, you got to keep working on the music. Like, and you have to be one thing. It took me so long to get this to my head is you have to collaborate. You have to collaborate. It's a must. You have to be receptive to ideas. And if you're in a room and you're working on your songs, like when I'm working on my songs, and I always have to catch myself and stop myself and say to myself, there is no bad idea. So really take time to what somebody else just pitched in. Take time to try to understand and be like, could it work? Let's try it. You know what I'm saying? I always say, if you're when you're producing, you gotta just try shit. Boy Wonder, he just tried shit. Like anybody you look up to, they just tried shit. And it all ties back into luck, bro. They align their 5% skill and then they align themselves to make sure their music is at the biggest stage. And once they did that, it's luck from there. You gotta let it go. Like once you make the music and put it out, like let's take away everything you can buy. You can buy streams, you can buy playlist placement. Like those are things you can buy, but you can't buy energy. Energy is nor created or destroyed. That is a scientific fact. I forget who the fuck said that, but I definitely know that quote from an astronomer. And so just take that into account. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Like harnessing that energy people will peep through it, whether it sounds more commercial and you have a compressor, whatever you have, or you're making music off of a fucking pencil, raw energy people can feel. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
People can feel that. And that's when it all ties back into luck. Like this is just I want to say this. It's aligning yourself with luck. You know, music, that's all it is. Because nobody knows the answers. And you may see something that blows up and you're like, why is this the biggest song ever? And you're like, oh, because it's easy and it's just connecting with the culture. It's like you got to keep it simple. I'm tying everything into everything because everything is everything. Like keeping it simple, bro, in all aspects. Keeping it simple, trying to get the relationships going, keeping it simple about not feeling so much pressure to send music and show an idea. Like it's an idea. Show the idea. Who knows where it could go?
Hmm.
You know, be confident in what you play, be confident in what you make. Yeah, so that's what I do for my songs.
Amazing.
I'm sorry y'all giving such long spiels, but you guys are
You
inspiring me.
you good. You good. We just have a little bit of time left. So what I
Mhm.
really want you to do is before we just quickly listen to a couple beats, I want you to quickly just break down what I personally think. I like this song a lot. We already talked about this. I like this song a lot. Mario Get Back with Chris Brown.
All right.
You're gonna quickly just go through it.
Can you accept the share?
I think I did.
All right. Let me see. Hold on. The name that I had is funny. Okay, shit. Hold on. Studio, share sound. You guys hear this? Hold on.
Wait, do the share screen again. Here we
There we
go.
go. Can you hear this?
Uh,
Hold on. We should be able to hear it now.
yes.
Yeah, so this is like my first big placement ever. Like, and when I say big placement, like this is my first placement where it was my beat. Like, it wasn't anything else. Like, it was my beat. You know, like so this one was huge for me for just my like, dang, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? And it's so possible. Like, it's possible. So yeah, and I did this with Elias. You know, he's produced a bunch, and we all met around the same time. Once again, 2018. And even today, I would simplify this beat, but oops. So with that, like, and I want to be completely transparent. This was my attempt of remaking No Guidance. Like this, like during this time, I'm still in my mind, like still remaking beats, you know, like revamping the past. I didn't, not until very, very recently, I started like really making my own sound and stuff and like really getting my sound like 2023. And I've been doing it for 15 years at this point now. So that's 2 years ago. That's a year and a half ago. I didn't really find my sound. But yeah, I'm super grateful for this because it's like it's one of those like, damn, Mario, Chris Brown. All right, I did it. Now it's like, how can you keep hitting? That's what it's about, bro. How can you keep coming back and getting songs? But yeah, simple beat. Like started with the melody, clap, kicking the clap. And I think I even have the pattern here so you can see how on like how it would really look. Minus the reverb on the clap, but just keeping it simple. Like I got this clap from like this 40 kit that I found on Reddit. Let me see. It's OVO 40 kit. So the launch OVO 40 kit. Just keeping it simple. I was really mixing Back to Sleep by Chris Brown and No Guidance. I was like trying to make a hybrid of that. So shout out to Vinyls.
With this beat, how long did you think it took you? Like, do you? I know you mentioned earlier, like you will probably simplify. So, do you try to give yourself a specific amount of time? Like, hey, I'm on this beat too long. Let me just leave it.
Now I do, but this was one of those where once again I was just finding myself. You know, this was beef. This was right after my first deal. This is me like leveling up a little bit. And this was one of the beats where I was at the studio all night and it was like 6 a.m. and I was like, fuck, I'm so tired. I want to go home. But I made one more beat and this was the beat that I made. Funny enough, like it's such a divine timing thing when I really look back. But funny enough, this is the last beat I made before the studio. And 2 days later, I sent the beat that day. And then 2 days later, I get a call like, yo, they're about to be on this. And then it dropped maybe like a month after that.
Oh, that's pretty
So
quick for a big artist.
yeah, it
You
was
know?
quick, but it was quick because I think it was quick because um if it was Chris's song, Mario, the fucking goat. But how it played out, it was Mario's song featuring Chris Brown. So it was just, you know, it worked out. It worked out that way.
Yeah.
And I'm
So,
happy it worked out with that way because that's their only song in history.
wow. Yeah. See, that's the big one right there. So, after that moment when you got the placement, like, what was your mindset? Were you like, I'm just about to cook up mad stuff now, or like you were just telling everybody? What was your mind frame?
No, really. The song was about to drop. I slept in that day till like 5 p.m. I woke because I used to go to the studio at like 10 o'clock at night and stay till like 7.
Mhm.
This was in my like wild days. I went to the studio that night and cooked. Like I cooked through the release. You gotta like success is to each his own, right? To everyone. But for me, that was a piece of success in getting forward. But you gotta celebrate, like you gotta keep working. You gotta celebrate the work with work. Like, yeah, I'd rather have 5 years of pain and 50 years of pleasure versus like celebrating every win. I'm not saying don't be grateful, but like
Yeah.
you throwing a party because you got a fucking placement that got fucking 20 million streams. Like, what is that to a number one? What is a number one to somebody making a Christmas song? You know, it's all levels and you got to get there. So, yeah, I'm super grateful for this. And it's cool. And it's a cool little piece of the catalog for like, you know, the future and shit.
So
It's cool.
I
It's
have
just
this
cool to look back
question
on.
because sometimes I think about this. Like you might hear interviews with like very famous artists or producers, and it comes to a point where the most popular song or most streamed song, like they actually don't like it or they may be a little disattached. As a producer, do you try to stay disattached to your beats or are you really connected to them?
No, I'm really connected to my beats. I know all of my beats by heart and by name. Or like if I look at my 2018 folder, I know
Mm-hmm.
exactly how that beat sounds. I don't even have to open the beat. And sometimes I really fret and shy away from opening my 2018 stuff because it's just like, damn, this shit is it just sucks. To me, like I'm like, I've just gotten so much better. I've just been
Mm-hmm.
working at it. Like the difference is night and day. First, how the beat comes on, how the song comes on, how like, is it too many perks? Is it too many anything? Like I've just learned to keep it simple. And I'm still learning to keep it even more simple, more simple,
Yeah.
more simple, more simple.
Yeah,
So
because sometimes as a producer, you get so complex. then you hear like a number on the radio, and you're like, this feels so simple, but like
Because
that's
it's
the
not about
work.
the beat, bro. It's about
Hmm.
the songs, bro. Like
Yeah,
that's another
giving
thing
artists
that it
space.
took me to a long time to realize. It's like it's about the songs. Like the vocals are, unless you're DJing, right? Unless you're fucking Avicii or Marshmello and playing and just playing beats or playing beats with hooks on them, like it's still about the songs.
Yeah.
It's about the songs, bro. So
So when you said you like could go in your 2018 folder, you know the beats. It reminds me of a time when we had one of our cookups because that's what we do often in the library. And I was working with a
mm,
new producer, and like I would always save my beats, even the old ones, because I might go back and they're unfinished. And he was
yeah.
deleting beats, and I was like, "Yo, don't delete them. Like you can always go back." What's your mindset on deleting beats? Or like, do you come back to them often, or you just leave them?
I delete absolute trash, but
Okay.
if it's just an idea, I don't delete it. And I mainly don't delete it for like history purposes of like we're just hoarding an extension of our brain, right, into a computer.
Mm,
That's all we're doing. If you really think about it. And AI will take over humanity. I'm telling you that. It will. So really just if you understand like the bigger fucking of like what we're really living in and like what we really are and like how music really affects people and how mystical it is. Um, yeah, you want to respect yourself and store that data. How I said I'm a
yeah.
Navy SEAL, store that fucking data. So God forbid something does happen to you, or universe forbid something does happen to you. I don't know. I'm gonna shy away from religion, but just whatever it is you believe in, higher power, whatever it is, you know, if something does happen to you, your family has a record of you. You know, leave your record on earth. That's why I don't delete beats because one, I want to. Very seldom I go back and just listen to my old shit, but you can that beat that you made in 2018. If you pull it back up today, it can re-inspire you, and you can tweak it and make it. It's like you're working for yourself. You know,
Mm.
it's just like it doesn't hurt to. And yeah, the storage is a thing, but get some fucking storage. Like get some fucking storage. You want to produce, and you want to every fucking big ass producer I know has fucking drives and drives of their fucking music backed up. If they're gonna use it ever again or not. Like get it's important, bro. Take your shit seriously and back it up. Fucking save your beats and just you never know. It may come useful to yourself in the future. You're just time traveling. So all we're doing, we're time traveling. It's a message to your future self. Think about it like that.
I like that. Mm. And you mentioned something real key. You mentioned like now you feel like you're really finding your sound. Like in the beginning, of course, like you're learning, so you're going off of other people. Uh, you could either share it if you want, but I was gonna ask like, do you have a specific beat that comes to mind that's like this feels more like my sound, and kind of like a process of how you even got to creating your sound. Like, what did that take for you?
It took me getting back to my roots. That's what it took me to find my sound. Like I'm not gonna speak for everybody. I just can't do that. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, it worked out as like I grew up listening to Jagged Edge, The Dream, Ryan Leslie, Pharrell, like that type of music when I was growing up. And then, you know, I started to develop my own taste when I started to seek out different types of music from around the world and just like starting to sample old European stuff when I was 13. Like all that Stelvio Caprini and all that shit. I've ran through all that when I was 13. Um, but that just wasn't my sound yet. Fast forward, jump to 2017 when I'm making trap. Like there was a whole wave where I was just making trap. I was just focused on trap and wanting to work with Travis and wanting to work with just I was just doing trap shit. And then fast forward to now, it's like, okay, everything that I like is big. Like that You're my diamond girl, Ryan Leslie, or anything like any of those songs that you know from your childhood are big. The Dream, just throw it in the bag. Ah, like those are all just massive songs, and they're all cool. They have swag to it, and that's what I grew up listening to. So I had to just get back to my roots of what I truly like and use and pull my inspiration from. I like rock shit, so I'm gonna implement my likingness of rock to go when I'm singing a note, go, scream the note out or fucking extend the note or go up to the major because a lot of their old rock stuff is in major and it just feels good. It's stadium, it's huge. Like just sticking to my roots. That's the best thing. And the only way to do that is trying shit and discovering what you like and what you don't like. So it's a process. Like it just doesn't happen today.
Mhm.
Once again, it doesn't happen today.
Do you have, if you're comfortable sharing a beat, do you have a beat that you feel kind of displays that sound that you're talking about?
Yeah, I do. Fucking, I play this beat. I play just the beat to this. Um, fucking, this was like, yeah, I'm coming to knock niggas' heads off next time I come back out. Like, this is my like, yeah, I kept it simple. It's a smash. Yeah, so yeah, that's a beat that I was like, okay, I'm finding my sound.
Yeah, that's
And
tough.
two, funny, another anecdote, just to give some, whatever you take from this, I thought that that was going to be like the single. I really thought that was going to be the single. There was talks of that being the single. It didn't end up being the single, and it dropped on the album. And I'm like, this is about to be my first time being a part of an album where I could get a number one plaque, like a number one Billboard 200 plaque. And it debuted at number 4. And I'm like, either the fucking universe is fucking with me or it's just like not the right timing yet. Because at the time, that is my biggest uh, placement out so far to date. But it just doesn't happen how you expect it to happen, is what I'm getting at. Like,
Mhm.
you got to be grateful for just what it is, like how it played out on whatever front, being grateful for however it played out. Like that song got me another deal, you know? So fucking, you just got to be grateful of the steps. Got to be so grateful of the steps. But that shit
So
is just fire. Yeah.
the beat that you just played, you saying that was a release through an artist that
No,
you
that
just played.
yeah, this is a Doja Cat ouchies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so fucking
Yeah, because I want to get to stream. Hope we get some more support. Y'all can stream that too. I'm definitely gonna listen to it.
hey, hey, 75 million is platinum. 75 million streams is platinum. Or wait, 75 million streams is gold, I think. So yeah, run those streams up. Mhm. Yeah, but I'm happy about that. And that's kind of more of the stuff that I want to put out on artists when I work with them, like high energy radio smashes, fucking just yeah. So that's what I'm working on now. But I want to hear music because I feel like I'm doing too much talking. I want to learn from
Right.
y'all. I want to
Yes,
hear
yo.
music.
If anyone has like any beat they want to show, I'm gonna put email in the chat. Sorry, Rhythm Union email where y'all can send to. I know Jeremiah got some fire shit.
They can't share their screens and play like that.
I don't know how to do it. I think you can, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna put
Yeah, let's hear some. Let's hear some. Let's hear some blaps.
what
I want to hear some blaps.
Troy, you got some?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I'm about to send you some.
Okay, bet.
I just gotta find it.
I got some too. You feel me? But I have like songs. I have beats too, but I have like songs too.
Yeah, bro. I want to hear anything that you love.
Where
Because my
Yeah.
opinion does not matter, bro. Play what you love.
If you can share your screen, Jeremiah, share your screen. If not, just let me know when you send it to the email.
Bet.
Yo, Tosh, I could text it to you, or does it gotta be email?
Send it to the email. Send it to I don't want to like leak my messages. There you go. And Jeremiah been locked in with an artist too.
Bro, let's go.
You can see my screen.
Yup,
Yeah, I can see it.
YouTube, the playlist.
All right. You hear that?
Yeah.
Nigga head going crazy. I'm flipping off the world, Uncle Sam gon' pay me. I'm saying fuck the world, I've been naming since a baby. I can hear you calling shorty like my name's Swaley. On my ass writing lyrics so they love to pay me. The root of all evil in my dreams and aspirations. I'm trying to build a temple on the dollar, make the Satan. And hit him in the temple like his mama wasn't praying. Especially with this pastor nigga master and make it. Trying to talk the band, but the class ain't the same. A couple $100 bills ain't the fucking thing. No matter where I'm at, 12 waiting with the chains. A paranoid hoping what I'm doing ain't in vain. Cole said don't medicate, meditate. Shit, I let him medicate. I'm with the swamp boys like a gang of alligators. 1 hour.
But yeah, that's one of my that's one of my closest, like that's one of the people I work with the most, you know.
Play some more. Play some more.
For sure. I got this joint I made with somebody else.
Hey, shawty made me change. Only time I leave that Chris for cash coded romaine. In that headless horse, I drop top, pulling with your thought. Spaceship boy, oh, he a hot shot, living like a rock star. Hey, hey, put that on my mama. Know I'll do what I wanna. Send promise and me on my Spanish surprise. I'll only pop my collar. Only baddies on my roster. Come make a pummel like Doctor. Lotta said you in her groupie, but I know $100 gon' make you move harder. I might just pick me a step and send it to my hoes to flex it, I got it. I might just put on my ops in a group text and make sure they know I'm their father. Son of these niggas no foster. Them I'll be ducking they bros like this Carter. Yeah, the realest among us, never the imposter. These niggas I can compete for an Oscar. Moving to Hollywood ain't my best option.
But yeah, that's somebody else.
It's hard.
Sure.
I like the first one better.
For sure.
More.
Appreciate you.
But both are heat.
Sure, I appreciate that.
So you're executive producing this artist?
Yeah, both of them I produce for a lot, right? Like we have like entire projects together and things like that.
Mm.
You know.
And what are you doing with that?
You know, right now I'm just trying to like develop a sound with the artist. You know,
for sure. Yeah, bro. I love to see that. Really, I love to see that. I love to see just working with the small artists, and because too, like you're getting your beats off too. It's like, bro, come on. I love that. I love that. Nothing more I can say except I love that. I'm happy for you.
So I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
So it's one of the songs to be going to the email. You know, let me see if it popped up.
Okay, bet.
I don't got the email on my phone. I just did that.
I see it. 1 second. Let me go.
This one's on Apple Music, but I didn't know how to do that through email, so it's just a file.
I can see.
I'm also in this phase too, trying to create a sound. So definitely let me know what
Who is this? Who is this?
Huh?
Who is this?
Oh, it's an artist that I work with like locally.
Oh, this is you.
Actually, yeah, this is me. So this is a song I produced with one of the artists that I've been working with from my start.
All right,
in Florida.
Let's go.
I adore you, I put it up for you. That's something your last couldn't show you. Deal on the press, I ain't need to rehearse. Down in my vision, is not a protect. Having the ass, so I'm holding my breath. I keep my 2, 3 in rotation. Rich conversation, they think that we dating. Don't get it mistaken. Can't bring it bad, the fuck am I chasing? I adore you, I put it up for you. That's something your last couldn't show you. I'm glad you know. selections and questions, she sweet like a candy store. I adore you, I put it up for you. That's saying your last.
Can you play one more time?
I adore you, I put it up for you. That's something your last couldn't show you. Deal on the purse, I ain't need to rehearse. Down in my vision, it's not a protect. Having the ass, so I'm holding my breath. I keep my 2-3 in rotation. Rich conversation, they think that we dating. Don't get it mistaken. Can't bring it back, the fuck am I chasing? I adore you, I put it up for you. That's something your last couldn't show you. Now you know. My selections and questions, she sweet like a candy store. I adore you, I put it up for you. That's something your last couldn't show you. Deal on a purse, I ain't need to rehearse. We got a first, you know that shit the worst. I got a second, she know I'm the best. Blind in my vision, this not a protect. Loving the S, so I'm holding my breath. A last nigga better show some respect. She got fashion, put it on, she a candy store. I fucking with passion, spit it up, all I hear, please more. I keep my 2-3 in rotation, rich conversation. Then all we dating, don't get it mistaken. Can't open up, that's for your replacement. Can't bring it back, the fuck am I chasing? I adore you, I put it up for you. That's something your last couldn't show you. I'm glad you know. My selection and quality, she sweet like a candy store. She fall for the motion, she fall for the car. And her boyfriend at home, he don't know what she bout. Dipping down out the store, watch it drip from her mouth. When I tequila hit, she had my service like in and out. I took a break from driving music, came back, heard it's been a drought. I go by splash, that's a pun intended. Niggas down bad, tryna wife and rent it. Honey Seahawks, color printed. She like to run them mouth till I'm in it. Independent, high like my woman. She started dripping, all I did was touch it. I don't fuck with 12, I can never cuff it. I won't never tell, baby, shit get ugly. When you play your hand, now your friend gon' fuck me. I ain't a player, I'm just a coach, I can see you.
So the beat is really interesting. The beat is interesting. I like the song, but it's too long for me.
Oh, this is a long song, by the way. Let y'all know.
Like the candy store, I love the candy store, but just if it's candy, then make it fun at all angles. You know, like it's short and fun and sweet. Candy store, nigga. Like, yeah, but it's super interesting. Thank you for playing that. Really, thank you for
no
showing
problem.
me your
Thank
art.
y'all for listening.
Yeah. I want to hear some more. Nobody be shy, please.
Let me see.
I feel like I
I
sent you
might.
everything. I don't send you everything.
I could share my screen. Hold on. Let me
Share your
find
screen,
it.
Troy. Let me
Hold
turn
up.
mine off. When you
Like I haven't heard Hope talk once. I'm calling people out now. Haven't heard Hope talk once.
I don't make beats. I just like music. I've made
Or
like one
Kamal.
beat.
No, that's okay. I'm calling people out in the meeting. Like I wanna hear ideas. I wanna hear everybody. And Kamal haven't said nothing. So I'm waiting for y'all. I'm putting y'all on the spot.
Yeah, no, I joined RU because I haven't really started producing yet. There is one song that my friend who actually does make beats, he sent me and like I gave some like notes on, but I didn't really do anything on that one, so I'm not going. That's not my work at all. I'm not going like.
Well, I'm happy that you're here, and it inspires me to hear that you want to start. So,
Oh yeah, of course. No, I
yeah.
appreciate you for doing this. Honestly, like this was really insightful.
Thanks. That's all I can say is
So
thanks.
if you want, I can share another one unless anybody else got some.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead, Troy.
Nah, wait. What was Hope saying? I think I cut her off.
Oh yeah. Oh, my fault.
Oh, I was just saying, I don't really make beats. I've made one beat and it was in BandLab and it was like the preset ones. Like you like they
Hmm.
have the beats and you pick them apart. I
Yeah.
do it for I'm taking a songwriting class this semester.
Hmm.
So I have to I'm like making a beat right now for that too, but it's just the preset
Fire.
ones because I don't like really know how to do it yet. But I like fun, but
Fire.
like I just like music in general. Like I like when you said you like weird shit. Like I love hearing just songs I've like never like just new shit I've never heard before. I love it. I really
Hmm.
liked Candy Store. I thought that was really
Hmm.
good. So
Hmm.
I like that. But yeah, I just
Thank
love
you.
weird shit
You just
too.
gained a
I
fan.
yeah.
Troy, you just gained a fan.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, what's up, Hope? It's fire that you wanna do music, so just do it.
Hope.
Thanks, I
Fuck
appreciate
everybody.
it.
Is that the 226 class?
Um,
The songwriters and
I don't
songwriting?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Hey, what
It's
I
with
would say
I
though
forget his name.
is if you're doing it for credits, do it, but this is an analogy I use because I play sports. You can't teach the running back's vision. So like write what you love. Don't take too much into account the math that you may learn. And like, start doing what you love. But if you're doing it for the credits, do it because I want to see you graduate and shit. So
No, doing it because I wanted to learn how to write music, and also I'm a music minor, so I needed it.
mm,
And I didn't want to take another music history class because I just don't care about that. Like I just
mm,
want to actually learn about music.
I feel
And this
you.
was from yeah, I'm like writing, but it's weird.
It's weird,
It's weird
right?
when you're used to listening.
It's weird, and especially it's weird because we don't even know where our thoughts come from. Like we don't even fucking know where our thoughts go when they leave our brain. And like we don't even know. It's so mysterious, right? That's why I wish I had a time machine to go back to ancient Egypt and just see what the fuck they were doing. Or just go back in time and just I'm more interested in fucking CIA, Navy SEALs, fucking time travel than I am for music, to be honest. I'm just trying to build my music empire so I can become you know, the tech the tech giant fucking going to live on Mars. Oh yeah. But appreciate you, Hope.
Thank you. I know I
Wish
appreciate
you the
I've
best.
been like I've been taking notes on everything you're saying. Like I really appreciate it. Like
Ah,
I've been hearing what you're saying.
thank you. Thank you.
And it's funny.
Hopefully something can stick.
It's funny that Hope is taking that class. 'Cause I took that class like last year, I think around this time. And it's like I enjoyed the class and it made me wanna like start like rapping a bit more. I remember I told you that I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it made me want to
Yeah.
rap more because like some of our assignments were to like, yeah, make a beat. I was already doing that, but then it was like write like a hook or like write like a verse where
Yeah.
verses are connected.
Yeah.
That was like kind of like a small start of me like wanting to just like make songs and stuff.
Yeah, bro. It's that freaking just trying it, getting comfortable on the mic is something that nobody talks about. You got to
Exactly.
get comfortable on the mic. Like, bro, got
Yeah.
to get comfortable on that shit. Yeah, but I'm inspired. I'm gonna cook up after this. Maybe not. I might drink some tea and just like talk to my mom, you know?
I actually
Might
have a
drink some
song.
tea and
I'll
talk
I'll
to my
I'll, I'll
mom.
play a song before we head out.
All
I'll
right.
play a song that I wrote a couple of days ago. I kind of did it like a
It's
demo.
okay to be weird. I'm
Yeah.
clearly like, am I weird? Am I weird, y'all? That's some funny shit. That's who I am. I'm just weird. I'm awkward. But that's what's allowed me to fucking, yeah, get great music out to people that like it. So be weird. Fuck everybody. Let's go. Run this shit.
Let me get it for you. It's a song
Do,
I did this a
do,
couple days
do.
ago.
All right, this is you?
Yeah, it's me.
All
I
right.
did everything.
All right. Bro, you're playing me your stuff on Zoom like I don't know your stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I let everybody go.
Come on. All
Let's
right,
go.
go.
Feels amazing in this bitch, no, I can't help it. Going crazy on a bitch, I cannot help it. I feel so far, it was almost overwhelming. If feel good in this bitch, no, I can't stop. Feel too good in this bitch, no, I can't stop. It feel too good in this bitch, no, I can't stop. Feel too good in this bitch, no, I can't stop. It feels too good in this bitch, no. Love story, love song, this a love song. Thinking about you all the
All right, so
time,
pause it
and
real
when
quick.
I'm alone.
I love this. I love this for the simple fact that you're a producer and you just having songs and ideas with vocals ready to go. Like it doesn't have to be any deeper than that. I don't even have to like the song. I would appreciate if I received that from if I was working with Tooch and I received that, I'd be like, damn, you're sending me an idea for making my life easier. Hell yeah, like that's what producing is. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm biased because I love it because it's Tooch or True Tag, sorry. But two, I love it from just a respect aspect of it. Like you just having vocal ideas ready to go.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Bro, Elkin taught me that.
Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now.
bro.
And you see what happens when you do that and you actually believe it and then you actually send it,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
Well, come on.
It's crazy. He up next too. What it do?
Elkin is like, bro, to see that and it's it's a win for that next wave, of like producers that were huge, like producers that are like a Timberland or that are on the hooks or like, that wave, that tier of producing. Like, so that's a huge win. And it's just, and it feels good and it feels weird too. It's like 1 degree of separation. It's like, damn, like fucking he knocked that shit out the park. And it's fucking Elkin. Like, it's fucking Elkin. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, so it feels good. It's inspiring. So major shout out to Elkin and Nokia. I just want to see it go number one. My prediction is it'll go number one after this lawsuit blows over. Because whatever irreparable damage Drake said that he wanted them to, like, the damage that they did is worth more than money, is money couldn't repay it. Like, I hope he makes them break the Michael Jackson record and make that record number one. So fuck it, yeah. And now this is another thing I gotta say. Like,
Yeah.
I learned
Real
this
quick.
from.
Because we
Yeah,
gotta
go ahead.
yeah, no. I'm just saying like yeah, because we have to wrap up.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me get this off though. I have to get this off. It's important. When it comes to that, so when I reel it back to watching your peers and seeing them and being happy for them, like it's all like so that song, getting a song that big, that could have got him out of his deal or got him a new deal. One, and when you're say if there was another producer on that could have been another cut to that producer versus it being, it's all situational. Like the song does something different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So especially when you're collaborating and working with bigger producers, like what you got to understand what everybody is trying to, and not everybody is trying to achieve, what everybody is going through at the time and what that song does for them. So don't ask, why didn't you post this? Or why didn't you that's little shit. It's just, yeah, that's a big thing that I learned. Big, 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 big thing that I learned. But yeah, it's important. There's certain important people coming up in our class that it's like, it's very important that they did that, like Elkin. Because he's really the first one in our class that has a big song like that. That's like he's on the hook. Like that's a huge thing. That's huge. Yeah. Staple people in our class.
Bro, I'm so happy you're able to do this. Like for real.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man.
I'm fucking happy as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all, thank you guys for being here. This is a great, great discussion. Thank you, Rhys, again. Thank you guys for coming out.
Anytime.
No, for sure. Thank you, Rhys. That was fire.
Appreciate y'all so
No,
much.
seriously, thank you so much,
Anytime.
bro.
Thank you guys.
Bro, this will
Seriously.
not be forgotten.
You've inspired me. Be afraid. Be very fucking afraid.
All right. Good night, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Peace, peace.
Good night.